Welcome everybody to another episode of Leaving on the Court podcast with your host Jay Dines with my little bro Giannis, where we talk basketball, NBA basketball, everything basketball. Of course, I need everybody to go to that YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share. Also, you can check us out normally every Sunday at 5 o'clock right here on Instagram Live. Check us out on TikTok. You look me up on Facebook and all those good things. Make sure you look out for that giveaway we got for the 2K26. Go to our channel, pick a short, put it in DM right here on Instagram. We're going to pick your short, and we'll pick you for the person that wins the video game. Also, we got merch. Make sure you get the hashtag That's Game shirts. You know what I'm saying? We got them in all sizes and colors, so holla at your boy one time. Other than that, what we got going on today, Brody?
Today, we're actually going to do a couple team reviews, including the Los Angeles Lakers, the Houston Rockets, and the Dallas Mavericks. But we're going to start this episode off with something that yours truly thought was interesting. The CBS NBA staff actually dropped a all-quarter century team.
Mm-hmm.
So it's similar to what the NBA does every year, how they pick a first team, second team, and third team, except they chose 25 years, first 25 years of the 2000s, and put them all on a first team, second team, third team, according to who they thought deserved the first team, second team, and third team recognition. So I'm going to read the first team, the second team, and third team to you. And I got some questions, man. And I got some questions for anybody who's out in our feed today. So first team at point guard, Stephen Curry.
Mm-hmm.
At the 2, the Mamba, Kobe Bean Bryant.
Mm-hmm.
3, LeBron James.
Mm-hmm.
4, Tim Duncan,
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Fundamental, and at 5, Nikola Jokic.
Mm-hmm.
Now, before we give any reaction to this, I got to read the second team and third team, and I would like to know, in your opinion, if anybody should be swapped out or if there's any names that
We're already starting off out of
Yeah.
pocket.
So, second team of the all-quarter century team, Chris Paul at the point guard, Dwayne Wade at the 2, Kevin Durant at the 3, Giannis Antetokounmpo at the 4, and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal at the 5, second team, all-quarter century team. And then lastly, third team, all-quarter century, Steve Nash, Mr. Step Back, James Harden. At the 3, Kawhi Leonard. 4, Dirk Nowitzki. And at center position, Dwight Howard.
Yeah. They got some. First of all, Jokic ain't on the first team.
Jokic not on the first team?
He's not on the first team.
So we agree on that.
Huh?
So we actually agree on that.
Because there's no way in hell Shaq with 4 championships and scoring, averaging 35 and 12 should be on anybody's second anything in this quarter century. Let's keep it up. Like, I love you, Jokic. I feel you, boy. But you got 1 ring and you got some MVPs. We're talking to a dude that got, I think he got 2, maybe one or 2 MVPs, 4 rings, a 3-peat. Like, come on, bro. Let's not. The most dominating center of the 2000s.
Like, possibly the most dominating player ever.
Like, let's keep it 100. Like, we love you, Yoke, but you ain't got that far yet, Brody. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much my only, like, the rest of the people is pretty good. I like Steph on the first team because outside of Tony Parker, there's nobody with more rings and stats in the quarter century. I don't like that Steve Nash made it before Tony Parker. Tony Parker needs to be on one of those teams. I understand he was a 2-time MVP, but Tony Parker is a 2-time Finals MVP, and he has 5 rings.
5 of them. Oh man, see, honestly, I wasn't even thinking about Tony Parker.
I know. I think because of what he did to Rick Barry and how everybody, like, because you People need to remember that what he did to not Rick Barry, but Brent Barry was something that was super frowned upon in the league, and it got some really bad publicity for him. You know what I'm saying? And people really stopped messing with him because of that. You feel me? Because Brent Barry was somebody that was really beloved, and he did some dirty stuff. So that kind of like that keeps him out of the conversation. You know, in the NBA hierarchy, it's like the mob. You don't mess with somebody's wife. You know what I'm saying? So once you do that, you cross a line that you can't come back from. And that's why people don't talk about Tony the way they should, because he literally was the best point, one of the best, if not the best point guard in that little time frame when San Antonio was winning. Whatchamacallit, like, his numbers don't compare to like Chris Paul and everything like that. But if you think about what he meant for the team to winning and being a part of being the man during winning time, during the finals, winning finals MVP, you can actually see he was taking over the team. You can actually see him kicking ass in them playoffs. So it wasn't like he got some phony MVPs like some of the people out here. He really was killing people in the final.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So I don't know how he's left out of the conversation, because he was consistently good during that whole San Antonio run. And he has the ring, he has the hardware and the respect of San Antonio to prove it. So I don't understand why he's not on more people's list. But he definitely should be above Chris Paul. He definitely should be above um um Steve Nash if we're talking about all century team. Because essentially Chris Paul ain't done nothing.
OG Willie, yo. What up,
You know what I
McGraw
mean?
Fitness?
Like Chris Paul, yeah, he ain't got no MVP. He ain't got no. He doesn't have he been to one final in all his career. He's always injured at the most crucial times throughout his career. Like, you can't put him over somebody who was consistently going to the finals and was playing during the finals and kicking ass during the finals during that century. Nobody was messing with San Antonio. The only other team that was hanging with him was maybe Shaq and Lakers. Other than that, said if the Lakers and Lakers and Shaq don't have the teams they have, San Antonio might run the table. They might have 7, 8 championships. And Tony Parker was a really big piece of that. So I don't know how he's not part of any of these teams.
What I do notice about Tony Parker, first of all, you caught me off guard with that one. I gotta admit, I wasn't thinking about Tony Parker and him actually being on that third team, and it makes sense. That's a five-time champ, two-time Finals MVP. Um, I was actually thinking more so of, and you know what though, Tony Parker is, I what I noticed about everybody on this these 15 players on this list, I think except for maybe one guy, and that's Dwight Howard. All of them are in the NBA top 75, except for Tony Parker.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I was more so thinking about Russell Westbrook actually taking Steve Nash's spot on that All NBA third team.
Yeah,
Um,
all them triple doubles and equal to nothing though.
well, he also got two scoring titles. He got three assist titles.
But it
He
didn't
got
equal nothing. It
he
didn't
got
equal nothing. Like, see, I want to switch this narrative on celebrating mediocrity. Because at the end of the day, we play for championships. Stats are great, but at the end of the day, we play to win.
we
And
played to win the game.
so when you win and you win a ring, that's your ultimate winner. Like, you can be a winner and get to the playoff, be the top seed and everything, but when you run the table and go through the finish line, it needs to be more respected, because that's what we're supposed to be playing for. The stats is great, the money is great, but how come you can't do it all?
Um, yeah, winning is the ultimate goal. That's what I said that's what the players are there to do, to win the game. But this is a team sport. It
Yeah, but
takes a whole team to win. Now, Tony Parker was a big part of the damn San Antonio Spurs winning these rings, especially during their dynastic era. It's just certain players are better than folks who's actually winning.
but
Does that
that
make
don't mean
sense?
nothing though. It does make sense, but at the end of the day, what table do you want to be seated at? The table that won a lot and didn't do it, or you want to be in a room with the niggas? Like, let's keep it a bean.
Well,
Let's
I
keep it a
would.
bean. If I went to a Hall of Fame game and they actually, let's say they actually did that, got the champs room, we got the regular guy room. How would you feel with everything everybody's saying in the media about your scoring titles and all that stuff mean anything? Or when you are amongst your peers, when the champs walk into that room, how you gonna feel?
I would. I would even see. This is gonna sound like Tony Parker disrespect, but I swear it's not because dude he's a hooper. He's a problem. But if you line me up and say, okay, who do I want? Who's my first pick? Tony Parker or Allen Iverson?
Oh no, but no.
Give me
I
Allen
get that.
Iverson.
I'm picking Allen Iverson. But if I'm a team owner and I own a team to win, I'm picking Tony.
We're talking about who were the best players in the last 25 years. Yeah,
Yeah.
Tony Parker going.
He at least on the
He
third team.
makes winning plays. He makes
He's on
winning
at least
plays.
he's at least on the third team. You don't get disregarded if you're a two-time finals MVP. I don't care what anybody say. I don't care if a nigga averaged 35 a game. If you never even went to a fucking finals, excuse my French, or anything close to appearing to winning, the respect goes down a little. And I love Iverson and I love all these dudes. Believe me, Iverson is my dog. But
Yeah,
dog, you
I
can't walk in that room, bro. I'm
get it.
sorry. I'm sorry, and I love you, but that's what we pay. See, yes, we play to get your family comfortable. We play to do these things, but the ones that we talk about up in the upper echelon, the dudes that we respect for real, LeBron, Jordan, Cole, Russell, the dudes we respect, do it all, bruh. And we don't settle for that. They didn't settle for just being the best scorer. They didn't settle for being the best defender. They didn't say, all right, I can do all that, but I want to win at the end of the day.
Yeah, I get everything you're saying. It's just eye tests and stats.
Mm-hmm.
The proof is in the pudding. Allen Iverson or Russell Westbrook is better than Tony Parker
I
and
don't
Steve
think.
Nash. Give me Russell Westbrook
Yes,
over Steve Nash.
in the individual sense, yes, but
Yes,
in the team sense,
in a
no,
team sense,
no.
Tony Parker might win
And
that.
like you said, this is what.
This is
Thank you.
the
This is a
all for
team
century.
sport,
It was a team sport.
right?
And
So
saying that you have a guy in Tim Duncan who's quite possibly or honestly the best power forward of all time to do that
yeah,
with you, with Coach Popovich to help you along as well. And one of the best Europeans in Manu Ginobili. Then you got Kawhi Leonard. Then you
but we can
got
say that about
it,
every single championship
it,
team that's ever won. It's never been a team where it was just
of
two
course not.
guys and they
Of course
won.
not. Of course not.
Every championship team that's ever won had a complete team.
It's just others had more help than some others. Like
But you can't blame
you're
nobody because Santa. See,
I'm not. I'm
I don't
not.
like to treat teams like Warriors. Bulls, San
Uh,
Antonio, teams that made homegrown championships. I don't do that. I don't do that. He had help shit because he didn't call for help. He didn't call a friend. He didn't bring somebody over. He didn't do nothing. That San Antonio run was all homegrown, good draft picks, good coaching, championships. The dudes they trade for were never superstars. They were always dudes that fit Bruce Bowens, Mario Ellis, things like that. What's his name? Dude from France. Uh,
we
Bojan or whatever his name was. Dang, the black dude, number 13. Damn, what was his number? Any name.
yeah.
Anyway, homegrown. They never pulled nobody, no superstar from nowhere or nothing. So I don't like to put, oh, he had help. Yeah, they built that help. It wasn't like he went asked for help or Tim Duncan left and went somewhere or nothing. They got lucky, did what they supposed to do when it was time to lose. Look, we're going to lose so we can get Tim Duncan. We're going to lose so we can get such and such. Hey, sometimes you got to have a bad year to get good. Pop understood that. That's part of the coaching thing. David, you can't do it by yourself. Hey, look, you injured, even though you can come back, sit out. We're going to lose. We're going to get the big dude from Wake Forest, help you out, instant championship. So you can't blame them for doing jobs and saying, oh, he had this, he had this. Yeah, he drafted all that too.
You use the word blame, and that's not what I'm doing. I'm pointing out the obvious, the
But
difference
yeah,
from
but
being
no, but
drafted to San Antonio versus being drafted to the
but
Charlotte
it's
Bobcats.
but that
There's
you
a difference
can't
in
put that.
ownership and coaching. There's
But
there's
you
a
can't
difference
put
there.
that on him though. You
I'm
can't
not
say,
I'm
well, you
not
had
putting it
all this.
on him. I'm not
That was
putting it on
smart
him.
of Pop to draft this dude because he
That
was
is
killing
super
in France.
smart. That is super smart. It's
He was
just
killing in France.
all I'm doing is pointing out the difference, right? Some people are more fortunate to be drafted into a winning situation versus
I don't believe that because
another
nobody wanted to play
situation.
next to Iverson. Much as
Uh,
I love Iverson, people saw his hogging nature during that
oh,
time.
we're talking about the
So nobody,
franchises. So
huh?
I'm not necessarily talking about being traded. I'm just talking about being
So
drafted into a winning culture, a winning
I,
situation.
I understand
And
that, but
and
even
and and on that note, Cooper Flag, Dallas Mavericks team review. Cooper Flag is drafted into a winning situation. Do you think that's going to hurt his development?
I don't think so because if see my thing with players that get drafted in a good situation, if they take advantage of it, this is what's supposed to happen if you get drafted to a supposed good culture. I don't like the fact that when a guy gets drafted to a team that's already good, you're like,
Yeah.
well, team already good, so he should be all right. You know what I'm saying? No, it's still a steep learning curve from college to the
Yeah.
NBA.
Oh
So
yeah.
you still have to show improve. And people
Oh yeah.
sometimes take that away because of the situation that they're drafting and where the team was good, so he can help. No, he still has to take the reins of his game and become part of this good culture and become a player that's significant to the culture. So just because he got drafted, we done seen dudes get drafted in good situations and didn't become stuff. Wiseman
James
and
Wiseman.
and
Oh
a
my
bunch of dudes
God.
that got
Oh,
drafted in good situations that didn't become nothing because they couldn't accept their role. You know what I mean?
yes,
So
indeed.
if a dude like Cooper and he like, okay, I'm on this good team. I'm gonna take tips from Kyrie. I'm gonna take tips from AD. Get good, become a 17, 18, 20 a night guy and stuff like that. You can't blame him for getting drafted in a situation that benefits him. You know what I'm saying? I think that dudes. I think if a guy takes advantage of it, that shows his mental matureness instead of just like trying to like, well, he got drafted somebody good, so what else was he supposed to do? It don't matter. You still have to take the reins of your game. And if you choose to become a good guy, a good player in this environment, that's what you're supposed to do.
So this is for our viewers. This is a team review of the Dallas Mavericks. This year,
Hold
their
on.
key
Got a comment.
additions.
What that comment say?
All right. So T Streets. What up, T Streets? I give more credit to a guy drafted to a trash and correct their careers than those who get drafted into a great situation and correct theirs. However, if you don't pan out, you get far more blame. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, for sure. But
Yes.
I mean that you gotta. It's a give and take to everything. It's a give and
Yeah.
take in everything. So if you do get drafted to a good team and you choose not to get well, yeah, you should blow that. You should get on his ass. You should pause. You should be on his line because that's stupid. How can you have all this talent around you and you just regular? That's stupid. That's stupid. But like you know what I'm saying? Like your ego should not ever be so big that you can't take some criticism or some coaching from players that's clearly better than you. So you're
My
right.
my son and I were just speaking about this maybe 2 or 3 days ago, man. Um, James Wiseman coming out of high school, coming out of college, I was watching him. Man, he got a lot of potential. I was like, he looks like a bigger, stronger, taller
I
Anthony
got you.
Davis. I thought he was going to be really, really good. Well, except for the defense. Even in college and high school, that defense was kind of like, but
Streets,
you could
dude.
see, you could tell he was talented. And he got drafted to the war. He got drafted to my team, second overall. And it was like, perfect. We need a center. You're a center. We need a threat in the paint. You're a threat in the paint. You can even make a jump shot on the pick and pop. Like this is perfect. He never panned out, man. He even got the starting role come
No,
season over, and he just could not figure out how to play defense in that system alongside one of the greatest defenders to ever lace him up in Draymond Green. And I just it still to this day don't sit right with me. But anyway, the
but no,
Dallas
Anthony
Mavericks.
Bennett though. Hold on, Streets. Anthony Bennett, he still got drafted. I don't care to not show any improvement ever. No,
Oh yeah,
no,
Anthony Bennett driving to the
no.
Cleveland Cavaliers, boy.
He gets a lot of bashing because you're in the NBA. To not ever get better, you have issues, bro.
Hey, Anthony
You
Bennett
have
knew how to duck that taco, bro. He got out of the smoke, bro. He ducked that. He ducked his
bro.
taco and
He
got
got to the
got the
league,
hell on,
got
bro.
for him. It got real.
Yeah,
Like
he
he
was
should
like, all right,
never
he ain't
ever
paying
been the
out.
first pick in the draft, bro. He should
Let
have
me just
never been the first pick in the draft.
Yeah,
Like
bro. Let
not
me
at
delete my
all.
social media. Let me turn off my phone. Let me turn off my TV. Let me go overseas somewhere. Let me get up out of here. He ducked that
Yeah,
taco and just
yeah.
he
Bruh.
dodged that smoke, bro. So he got
That
the
might
heat.
literally be the most trash first pick ever in life.
Yeah, that was in bad GM, bad organization, choosing bad
No, you
talent.
can't
Pick up
say that because
Kyrie.
Cleveland drafted LeBron. So you
That was
can't say
obvious.
that.
That was obvious.
You can't
Brown
say
was
that they drafted
obvious.
LeBron. You can't say that
And put no
terrible
one around him.
organization.
Put no one around him.
That was just a
Anyway,
dumbass pick.
like they continuously do.
No, they
Anyway,
got Kyrie right.
the Dallas Mavericks key additions: Cooper Flag, Max Christie, and D'Angelo Russell. They ended up making the playoffs last year as the dang, what was it? Crap. See, I missed it. I missed it. Um, my bad. So Kyrie Irving went down with a torn ACL late March. That would bring him back definitely after the All-Star break. But they managed to pick up D'Angelo Russell. This looks like a D'Angelo Russell, Klay Thompson, Cooper Flag, Anthony Davis, and Derek Lively starting lineup. Can they keep the boat afloat until Kyrie come back?
No,
No. Ooh, really? You don't think so? You don't think they talented enough?
no.
They got
Kyrie
PJ
has to play
Washington, they
for
got
them to
Christie.
win. Kyrie has to play for them to win because we don't know what Anthony Davis. Are we gonna get street clothes? Are we gonna get AD? So since he's so unpredictable and we don't know what Cooper Flag is going to be yet, No. We know what D'Angelo is. Don't
Yeah,
play no defense, and he's streaky on offense.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They shoot. Who you say the shooting guard was?
Klay Thompson.
Streaky now. He's not played for the Warriors. We might get a 31 point, then the next day we get a 7 point. So I think
Mm-hmm.
they can. I think they can maybe say about 500, but I don't think they can be so far as like up in the upper echelon. Now um, they do have good coaching, so it's possible. But we're talking about the West. The West got better. It didn't get weaker. So you can't come in without your best player. You know what I mean? Because we don't know. Well, once again, we don't know what version of AD we're getting. But when Kyrie's healthy, we know exactly what version of Kyrie we're getting. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be a struggle for them to stay over 500 because there's a lot of teams that feel like they should have been better last year. That's gonna come in with a different attitude. Everybody gonna come in healthy. They're gonna struggle this first half of the season unless we get a 20 point, 21, 22 point a game Cooper.
Mm.
That's what he's gonna have to do in order for Dallas to stay afloat because we know what we get from D'Angelo. He don't play no defense, and we don't know what he's gonna score every night.
Very true. It's essentially why it's hard to be a star in this league because it's hard to consistently give a team 25 points to 30 points a night. Um, they also have Caleb Martin on the bench and Daniel Gafford and
Mm-hmm.
Jaden Hardy. They also got little brother Ryan Nembhard out of Gonzaga. I was watching his summer league play.
Mm-hmm.
He legit, man. He ain't scared of nothing.
I don't. I see. My thing about summer league is it don't mean nothing because you're not playing dudes that you're not on the scouting report yet. Once you make the scouting report and you still doing what you're doing, then we
Oh
can
yeah,
talk.
oh yeah, yeah. Because to my point earlier on why it's so hard to become a superstar is because once you score 25 points, you on somebody's radar.
Yeah,
How did you score that 25? Were you always
you
driving
get put.
right?
You have like 2 or 3 of those in a row. You on the scouting report now.
Yeah,
Now
now
when
you're on that
you start
report.
planning for your ass, can you
And
still put up the same numbers?
now I'm gonna start taking away all your strengths.
Yeah.
Pretty quick story. T Streets, big bro. I was actually um, me and my son went to the gym today. We shooting around, we playing ones, whatever, playing around. Uh, Gentleman come over from the other side of the court, 6'4", 6'5", dude. Hey, y'all want to play some ones? Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Forget it. Okay, well, we'll play one-on-one, and we'll play the 7, and we'll do one-on-one here, and then we'll do one-on-one. I said, okay, cool. Yeah, my son play one-on-one. We play one-on-one. The first 3, 4 points of the damn game, I drive and left, making left hand layups, left hand floater, left hand euro. He thought I was left-handed by the time that fifth point came around. I started, I started doing step back right, drive right, finish the game off from the top. But it's funny, like that scouting report. Like
No.
you think you know somebody,
Until they
you think
start
you're picking
doing different.
somebody out,
And that was
not
the thing
knowing.
about Kobe. That's why, like Jordan and Kobe, that's the thing that you do a scouting report on them, and you might as well just rip it up because
Yeah.
everything
Yep.
you showing me right now don't mean nothing. Because if I stop that, he gonna do this, and if I don't stop that, he gonna do this. So it ain't no scouting report for this dude. All you gotta do is when he shoot is pray. That's it.
Oh man.
Just pray
The-
it don't go in. I'm gonna play the best defense I can, but if he gets it over my defense, you just go, please God, let
Please,
it go. Don't let it
God.
go. That's all. That's all
Oh,
you can do. And it be killing me when I got the scouting report on him. Yeah, but you got 35, 50. What did that
still,
do? What did that
still,
scouting report do? It's certain dudes that you just, oh, here's the scouting report. Man, why you handing me that?
right, right.
Don't. Just stop. Just
Because
yeah. I'm
the
just being
guy,
okay. Don't get on me. Just know I tried. Okay. Like you
just
know what
never
I'm saying.
tried.
And it was certain dudes: Steph, LeBron, Kobe, Shaq. Like, what do you do when you hand somebody a scouting report on Shaq? You know what you put on that scouting report? Pray. That's what you put on that scouting report. You don't go, oh, he goes left and he has a jump hook. Oh, he can back you out and dunk. I know that.
I know.
Just
Yeah.
put pray and
Pray,
we'll be all right. You know what I'm
pray,
saying?
pray, and foul.
I
Pray
said,
and
oh,
foul.
like our and the other part is don't come out with injuries. That should be those should be the two things on my scouting report. when I'm
Don't get
when
hurt.
I'm part of Shaq. Pray and come home healthy. That's what it should say. Like,
Oh man. My man. So in the comments,
what's
Gerald
the
Green, my
temperature?
coach put on the scouting report.
That's a short.
McDonald's All-American trouble. Oh my God. He put on the scouting report
233.
McDonald's All-American trouble. Gerald Green. Golly. Yeah, that's that's tough, man. When you got to guard some of these guys that you look at in high school and you know, like, this is the NBA talent, and you try to drop a scouting report on that guy, yeah, you pray, and hopefully you come out with your ankles and both your eyes. It's just, oh boy.
Yeah,
But
no, but see, you know what's crazy is that is that you know this already. Like I done seen the tape. Like y'all ain't. I'm watching this dude going, damn, I ain't gonna get no sleep tonight.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Damn,
yeah,
man. I might have to
yeah.
wake up early. I might have to go take some extra reps. I might have to do some extra drills and all this stuff. And it ain't gonna matter. it ain't gonna matter. Like
Oh my
what
God.
we're gonna do is keep it to 30. Just keep it to 30.
Just keep it at 30. Yeah, you did a
Just
good
keep it to
job.
30.
If he
Just
scored
keep
30
it.
points on
If he,
20 shots, yep.
yeah, like that's the goal. Let's like make them shoot a lot and just keep it to 30. Like if I'm like, I ain't gonna lie. If I'm guarding Steph, I'm my back.
Oh,
My
cramp,
ankle.
cramp,
Oh, my
my neck
ankle
and
hurt,
my
coach.
back.
My coach, my ankle.
D. Shrew
I,
says,
I
okay.
woke up with strep throat. I can't since I can't talk right. I can't guard him. I got. I did.
Oh my God. D.
Now you're
Shrew
not gonna
says,
get me 50, nigga. If I get that, like, have me running around all tired, about to die, need an IV, and you just shimmy in and all this shit, nigga. I ain't finna get you. Coach DNP.
D. Shrew says, take your 30 or 40 and live to lock up another day. I heard
Yeah,
that, man.
man. Straight up, man. Like, dude, it's just some dudes you like, fuck, why? Back to back,
Uh,
too? Come on, bro. Coach, I
uh,
thought you loved me.
a healthy Kyrie and Anthony Davis. Can they challenge the Oklahoma City Thunder for the Western Conference
Yeah,
title?
most definitely.
Love it. Love it. The
Yeah.
Houston Rockets. Houston Rockets. Key additions. Mr. Kevin Durant, Mr. Slim Reaper himself, Clint Capella, and Dorian Finney-Smith. Now, these Houston Rockets finished second with a record of 52 and 30 last year.
Mm-hmm.
Then they're getting bounced in the first round last year by my Golden State Warriors in Game 7.
Mm-hmm.
With an addition of Kevin Durant and the departure of Jalen Green and Dylan Brooks, where do you see the Houston Rockets finishing this upcoming season?
Third or fourth.
Third or fourth? Okay. Third or
Uh,
fourth in the
it
playoff.
crazy. If their defense remains the same, um, they should be good. My thing is Kevin don't play no defense. So that's the thing that's gonna be suspect. Now don't get me wrong, he plays some defense, but he doesn't play the defense that Dylan plays. He doesn't play the defense that the other guy he lost plays. So that's the thing. Now Thompson, which I think should start at shooting guard.
Yeah.
Um, he's probably the most key addition, even though he didn't come from this year. He was drafted. Like, I love Kevin and I love Finney-Smith, but Thompson is the key. If Thompson can add, if he can do his Kawhi this year, Houston is in trouble. I mean, the West is in trouble. They should be scared of Houston because Thompson is a Kawhi. He just hasn't figured his offensive side yet, and he was getting it towards the end of the season.
Yeah.
But that young man is dangerous. He is very, very, very dangerous because he can shut your guy. He can shut anybody down. We saw that. He can guard your point guard. He can guard your shooting guard. He can guard your small forward, and he can give them real problems. And that's like the same thing with Kawhi from power forward up to shooting guard. You know what I mean? And then if he can learn to shoot and just put up 25 or 21, Houston could be the most dangerous team in the West. But the teams at the top is the teams at the top. Denver, Oklahoma, Minnesota. You know what I mean? You know how I believe in Baby Jordan. I love AE. Oklahoma. One thing that everybody needs to be scared of. If Oklahoma take this championship and get hungrier, it's over. It is over.
Um.
It is over for everybody.
Yeah.
Warriors, Lakers, everybody. If Oklahoma go, we want to run the table and take this shit serious, it's over. It's over.
Yeah. Oklahoma City is the reigning NBA champions, and they will be a problem again. At least I think. But this Houston Rockets team, I think, can be the biggest threat to Oklahoma City repeating. Um, if I am Kevin Durant, that first day I got traded to Houston, I'm calling my men and I'm calling our friend Shangoon. We're on a three-way chat and I'm telling them, pull up. I'm going to the gym.
I'm calling
Mm.
Jabari too, because Jabari is the
Oh,
closest thing
yeah,
to him
Jabari
so
Smith.
far, like body and size and height.
They
Like
got an
he,
embarrassment of riches.
yeah,
Like,
he
and this
should
is what
be my
I'm.
twin brother, bro. You should be my twin. Like you should do everything I'm doing. You should do it exactly. That
Yeah.
Jabari
So
should be on that time.
what I'm looking at though, like I was saying earlier, no one wins a championship by themselves, right?
No,
Kevin Durant,
especially
definitely
Kawhi.
he's the most efficient scorer in NBA history. He's a freaking problem. He's a walk-in 90, 50, 40 guy.
Yeah,
Um, but our friend Şengün, what's going to be so scary about him is he didn't have anybody to spread the floor.
I wouldn't
Now you're
want
going to have
him.
Dorian Finney-Smith over there. You're going to have Kevin Durant
I
over there.
wouldn't want him to
And
play like Kevin though. I would
who?
be
What are you talking
watching
about?
Shangoon. I would want
No,
to
no,
watch
no, not
all
play.
Jokic tape.
And listen to me. Hell no, I wouldn't want him to play like Kevin Durant. Get
I
your
want
ass back in the
him to
post
go
like he was doing all last season. And this time, though, you actually have somebody to pass the ball out to that's going to knock it down at a high clip. Dorian Finney-Smith was shooting
No, I'm going
41%
off
from the
what you
three.
said. You said that Kevin Durant should call them and have him pull up. No, whoever coaching Jokic, that dude needs to get a phone call.
What I'm talking about is instilling confidence in our
Oh,
friend Şengün
but Kevin
because
Durant ain't
some of
that
that
kind
was
of
taken away.
dude though. He ain't that kind of dude, and I think that's what his problem is. I think the way
That's a little
they say
underrated. I
private.
think you're a little underrated. I don't think he's like a LeBron or a Chris Paul or
But
Mike.
when you're
But
regarded
like,
like that, when you're regarded, which players regard Durant like that, at some point you have to become that guy, especially at his age and stuff. You can't just go, I want to play ball, and they take my lead by example. You have, like he showed it in Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? He started talking more. That's the version of Kevin Durant that Houston needs because everybody's going, oh, he got the gold aura around him when he walked through the door and stuff.
oh yeah, oh
Big
yeah.
show. you need to be what you were in Phoenix 3 times more. Not necessarily yelling at people and stuff, but you have to be more vocal. He has to take the reins of the leader more. He can't be quiet Durant on this team because all this team is full of babies. So he has to
So that's
become
what I'm getting at, right? That's exactly what I'm getting at. Get on the phone, Alfred Sengun, build his confidence. Help him understand that this is going to be his team, him and Amin Thompson, and build on that.
yeah.
And Amin, I was just saying, Alfred Sengun is actually going to have somebody to pass it out to when he's in the high post or low post, because you got two 40% shooters, which the Rockets didn't have last season. Then to sew up that gap, what they're going to desperately need is some rim pressure. And Amin Thompson showed an immense pressure being placed on the Warriors in the playoffs. Continue that. Get downhill and lock down the best player. They're one of the tallest teams in the whole NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, the Rockets could be the team that dethrones the Oklahoma City Thunder. They're that good because, like you said, they still got Jabari Smith. They still got oh my God, I was saying his name. Um, Crap, my fault, y'all.
Capella,
Yeah,
um,
they got Adams, they got
Thompson.
Capella, they got Jabari, they got
They got a squad. They got Van Vliet.
they
They got a team. They got a good coach. Like I say, they're the most dangerous, but I'm not gonna put them over teams who have proven themselves. Denver,
hell no,
Oklahoma, Minnesota just yet. I have to
hell
see
no.
what kind of chemistry they have, and maybe by All-Star break, we'll have an idea of what type of team they are. Oh, and
Hell no. That's the
stop.
thing.
The Lakers aren't going to be the second best team in the West. Stop. It's not
What you
going.
talking about? Who said that?
Streets. He said Oklahoma, Lakers, Minnesota Warriors, Houston.
Oh, in the comments section, T Streets, OKC,
No.
Lakers, Minnesota Warriors, Houston, Denver, Pelicans.
First of all, Spurs are going to take a big jump. Mark my words. Warriors are going to be the second best team in the West. Watch that. Minnesota and Denver are probably going to be up in there with the Warriors, somewhere go between second and third and fourth. Houston has to prove that they're coming in second. There's a lot of injuries, a lot of teams, good teams taking days off in order to be ready for the playoffs and stuff like that. So Houston, I feel like that second being a second team in the West was more of an illusion than actual fact, and the Warriors proved that. So sometimes positions in the on for the playoffs and stuff don't always mark what the team is really are. And like I said, if
Oh yeah.
perfect example
Oh
was
yeah.
last year with Houston being the second best team and getting beat by a team that just barely made it in. So that shows that every time a seeding comes up, it doesn't necessarily go to the fact that how good a team is. Sometimes injuries play a factor. People getting rested at certain times in the season play a factor and stuff like that. So you can't always mark off. But if we're going off actual talent, and if a team was given 100%, Houston wouldn't have been second team. You know what I mean?
No, of course not. And
So
that's Houston's problem was they were dead last in ball movement last year, and they were ranked 26 in offensive efficiency, true shooting, 26 overall. All that's going to change with a Kevin Durant and a Dorian Finney-Smith. And it was Tari Eason I was talking about coming off their bench.
yeah,
And Reed Shepard get to come into his second year. This Houston team, I actually got them finishing second going into the playoffs again, except it's going to be a true second. Like they're really going to be like that. They wasn't really like that last year, and like you said, the Warriors proved that they are a problem this upcoming year. And they
I think
are one of
just
the
on.
upper
I think
echelons
you
of the
on
league.
that Kevin Durant line too tough. I'm gonna show. We gonna show you. The West is deep, bro. The
The
West
West is
is
deep.
deep.
The West
The
is
West
deep.
is deep, bro. The West is
And it,
super deep, and they're in the conference with the Warriors, aren't they?
no,
Okay.
no. It's
No, that's right.
just
Minnesota, Seattle, Oklahoma, and the Lakers. That's right. That's
yeah.
their team. Um,
It it's
they
just I look at what they were last year, and they didn't really lose anything. Like Jalen Green
no.
was good
I feel what
first.
you're saying. Durant is injury prone. He's been showing that for the last couple of years. He's been injury. There's going to be a lot of I'm playing back to backs and stuff like that.
And
Um,
37 years old. I understand. Yeah.
so we see the thing is, I need people to always consider the variables when you're picking teams. You have to put into account rest time. You have to put into account possible injuries and stuff when you're picking these teams that you think they're going to be in certain positions. And a perfect example of that is the Warriors. There's no way the Warriors should have been a play-in team, but injuries happen at certain segments of the season that hurt they standings. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? So,
huge. Yeah.
so people, I'm not talking to you per se. I'm just saying in general that people pick these teams, and you have to, when you pick your teams, you have to mark the variables and certain players that are on a team and what they've been prone to do. Certain teams, Dallas and stuff, have key players that have been injured at certain times. Van Vliet is a dude that can't finish the season. I don't think he's played more than 60 or 70 games in the last 3 seasons. We have dudes that don't play a lot on some of these good teams, and you have to put these in there. So when I think of teams like Minnesota, teams you don't get hurt that often. Denver, they don't get
The
hurt
young
that.
guys. The young
Oklahoma,
guys.
they don't get hurt that often. So you have to look at those teams first as a team that's going to be at the top if we're looking at usage and people who's actually on the court, people who actually played through the playoffs and stuff like that. You have to take now Denver is kind of because Jackson, what's his name? The point Murray. He gets hurt a lot, but they seem to work
Jamal
around
Murray.
and
Mhm.
still come up with wins. So unless Jokic is hurt, you ain't really got to worry about Denver losing because they seem to figure it out with or without Murray anyway. You know what I'm saying? But the top three teams, you have to put these variables in. So you always got to think about that when you think about who's going to be where. The Lakers, LeBron has been hurt in key moments. We don't know what version of Luka we're going to get. Are we going to get a version of Luka where he's just trying to go for 50 and play no defense, which won't help this Laker team? Or are we going to get a version of Luka where he's trying to score 25, at least playing some defense to where he slows the other team down? Because in order for the Lakers to win, the three people at the top of the key don't play defense. So they
Okay,
have
so our last team review is the Los Angeles Lakers. And key additions: DeAndre Ayton, uh, Skinny Luca. Skinny Luca is a key addition, and
mhm.
Marcus Smart. You like you were saying, LeBron James, Luka Doncic, and other injury-prone Lakers. Where do you have them finishing that for the regular season, and how far? And if you have them making the playoffs, how far do they go?
I got them third or fourth,
Third or fourth? Okay.
fourth or fifth, because I already kind of like explained with my
Yeah.
3 and 14. So, you know, Luca is Luca. So you gotta give them the benefit of the doubt. I think so. Third or fourth is a good position. It's kind of like the same. I mean, third or fourth, fourth or fifth, kind of like the position they finished in last year. If they was one win or one went up or one loss down, they could have probably dropped down to the seventh. So you have to remember that too, because that's how tight the West is. Um, but it all depends on what version of LeBron we get. Um, if we get LeBron 25, 8 and 8, and we get a Luca 35, 30th, 39 and 9 or 39 and 8, or the Lakers have a shot. Once again, we're talking about the West. We're talking about 120 a game, 110 a game, 130 a game. You have to put up points in the West. You have to put up points in the West. So I like the addition of Aiden. I like it more, I think probably more than anybody, because I feel like he's the center that fits Luka's style. But with LeBron on the court, he's a star killer, man. He's a star killer, man.
P, what are you
So
doing? What?
So I'm saying from history, like even what happened, man, they lost in the first round, y'all.
Who's a star killer, Josh?
LeBron, that's wrong. I ain't gonna say star killer, but he's a dude where a guy that comes up over above average, his points have to decrease in order for the team to get better. And letting Luka score 35 didn't do nothing for the team. Did it or did it not? We saw it in the last two games. LeBron decided, I'm just playing defense. My offense ain't really going. I'm just playing defense, and we gonna let Luka go. They got swept. True or false?
You're getting at least 24, 6, and 7 from Bron. You're getting 32 plus from Luca, and
No,
AR takes a
Joe.
step up and averages 20 plus
We
this
have to go.
season.
We have to go
Everything
off the
else
last thing
is
that we
defense.
saw.
T
You're
Street.
going. You're going off regular season numbers. The last 2 or 3 games of the playoffs, LeBron did not average 26 and nothing.
Oh my God.
And I'm
His
not saying that's what he's going to do the whole playoffs. But if we're going to go off what we last saw, he let Luka take the offensive reins, and he played mostly defense, and they did not win, and they got beat bad.
yeah, because we're talking about the
So
guy that
LeBron
had
has to play
the,
B because
the
Luka ain't.
41-year-old with the groin injury is what we're talking
But
about
he
in the
said, "I'm not."
playoffs.
Once
Okay,
again,
I feel
I'm not
that.
saying I'm not. I understand that, but we still have two dudes at the top of the key. They do not play defense, and they're in the West.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, the Lakers' deficiency is actually yes, their defense. They during the regular season they actually ranked pretty high, but the playoffs tell a different story. When you got um, a lot of the teams in the West got big athletic guys on the wing.
Yeah,
Lakers do not have that, and the guys that you would typically fill that role for the Lakers are injury prone, as far as like Jerry Vanderbilt, Rui Hachimura, and the 41-year-old LeBron James. So they still didn't solve that weakness. They have a problem guarding the big wings.
and another
Yeah.
thing they don't have. They still, even though I like Aiden offensively, they still didn't add a shot blocker. They ain't got nobody once they pass Luka, which is going to happen. They have nobody to protect the hole.
So yeah, that's been my whole thing with Luka Doncic, and I'm also looking at Dalton Connect because in order for the Lakers to move ahead to be a contender, Dalton Connect is actually the guy I'm looking at. It's a key contributor.
Yeah.
You 6'6", 6'7". You got a 6'9", 6'10" wingspan. Can you play defense? I know you
No,
can shoot. I know you can fill it up. Can you play defense?
I'm,
Luka
I'm
Doncic, you lost all that weight. We know what you can do on the offensive end because we saw you do it 15 pounds heavier. But can you contribute on the defensive end? Like
yeah, I
you
think
play
that's what
the
Cooper.
passing lane is decent, but can you sit in front of somebody and prevent them from making it to the basket more times than not?
I think Cooper is going to be the same thing. He's going to be a starting version of Dalton.
Cooper Flat,
Yeah,
Dallas Mavericks.
he's going to be a
So
starting version of Dalton. He don't got defense, bro.
I saw
He don't play no.
his.
He's just a taller version of Dalton. He's a guy who can give you 20, but they ain't gonna stop nobody.
I think you off with that one. I think you
Okay,
off with that one. Here's why.
my words.
When I
I'm rarely
saw,
wrong when I project my players, so
uh,
I think I deserve the benefit of the doubt. I haven't really been wrong when I said certain players is going to be certain things.
he
Cooper Flag
Cooper,
is a taller version of Dalton. He's not going to be able to guard nobody, but he can give you 14 or 15. The only difference is he's going to have more opportunities.
He uh he plays winning basketball. Cooper Flag, that is. He That's what I took from him from the preseason. Forget the game where he scored 31, 32 points. Forget all that. I don't really care about that. It was the game where Dallas was playing the Lakers and Bronny James was guarding him. He was having a bad offensive night. But he was really trying on defense. He was really going after rebounds. He was really going after block shots. He was making the correct passes once he figured out it wasn't his night. I look at him as a very young Kawhi, where
Who?
he's a
Cooper?
team geller. Yeah,
Man,
he's a
no, he
team
has never
geller.
had the defense Kawhi have. See, you got
No,
to
he don't. He
Kawhi,
don't. He don't. But what I'm saying is, he's a Swiss Army knife type of guy.
but no, but
Because
Kawhi
early,
came in with his calling card was defense. Even at San Diego
Mhm,
State when he played there, that was his
mhm.
calling card. Yeah,
Right. What I'm speaking
Cooper's calling
to
card
is,
is offense. He is not known for playing defense at all.
bro, I hear you. Okay, I see your hand and everything. I see all that. What I'm talking about is his ability to contribute in more ways than one, like a young Kawhi did. Making the right pass, not necessarily looking to score 20 or 30, getting the rebound, blocking shots, changing shots,
But do
being
Dallas
in the right
need
position on
that?
defense.
Do Dallas
Hell
do
yes.
Dallas need that with Kawhi with Kyrie being injury prone as he is? They need Cooper to be what he was in Duke. They need him to average 25 or more. They need him at least average 20. He can't
Oh, that
come
ain't gonna happen.
in 12 and playing all right defense. He can't do that because Kyrie ain't on the court enough. And
Yeah,
then
that ain't gonna happen.
when Kawhi is on, AD gone. And then when AD here, Kawhi gone. I mean, not Kawhi, Kyrie. It's how it's been for the last couple of seasons. So Cooper can't come in lagging.
But we talking about these Lakers right now, though, and just to sum it up, well, let's say Lakers do make it to the playoffs healthy, right? And
They
they
not
start line up.
first round.
They're not making out the first round.
No, unless they play a team that's hurt. Because they're going to be, if they fifth or sixth spot, right? They're going to
Okay.
be anywhere from fifth to sixth to seven. You're playing a good ass team, right?
In
So
the West, yeah, whoever you playing is gonna be a good ass team.
So if you get in if they unless they first second, they in trouble because Luca can't guard nobody, bro. People keep forgetting the year he made it to the playoffs. The year he made it to the finals, a lot of people got hurt. A lot of people got hurt at key moments. You know what I'm saying? And even he got hurt towards the end, and that's what killed him against the Celtics. So it's like I say, you have to consider the variables.
Oh hell yeah, and that's why I said if they fully healthy, yeah, I think they're a threat to the second round exit. Second round. So I don't see Western Conference Finals in a in a future, but they can beat somebody in the
Oh
first.
shit.
They can.
T3 say who Dallas going deep or who he's talking about? Lakers?
Yeah, you're talking about they going deep this year. I guarantee.
Man, I
And
got
my
50
Chuck
on
voice.
that. And I don't even bet. The Lakers don't make it past the second round. And I want the Lakers to win. But if you catch a healthy Warriors, you catch a healthy OKC, you catch a healthy Denver, going home.
Ooh, this is
Even that healthy Minnesota, if they on the right mind frame, Lakers is out of here.
uh,
They don't have enough defense, bro. They play in the
they
West. What if they
I
beat Houston? You really think Durant finna let LeBron beat them?
that Houston team, they too young and fast for the Lakers. That's what I'm looking at.
That's what I'm
Houston
saying, though. But everybody above them that they would have to play is like
Lakers
that.
are fine.
Everybody they gotta play like that. In that it's like that. OKC is young. Denver is still fairly young. Minnesota is young, fairly. Like everybody they play in the top up when if they don't see them in the first round, This Warriors ain't young, but they play like they're young.
They this whole thing all sits on what kind of LeBron are we getting? Are we getting
Hold
the
on, let
same
me
dude from
ask you this.
last year? From
Let me ask you this before you finish that. Sorry to cut you off again. Let me ask you this. Steph healthy, Warriors healthy, Lakers healthy. Who you got?
that's tough. That's tough. That that's tough.
You think Luka
I'm a
stopping
Warrior fan,
Steph?
right? So I'm a go with my Warriors because we were a better team
This
closing
what
out
you
the
finna
season
see
than them.
for at least 4
It,
games.
all I'm gonna say is, are we getting the guy that finished sixth in MVP voting last year in LeBron James, or are we getting the guy with the hurt groin playing center, being passive on offense
I don't know
come
how I feel
playoff
about
time?
that. He 42. He's going to be 42 by this time. It's time to really play. Everything's
Yeah,
going to be blamed on the fact that he's 42 if they lose. So
it,
I don't like the
it,
narrative. I don't like the narrative. Even the fact that you every time you say his name, you say his age. He chose to come back at this age. You can't keep putting the fact that he's old. You signed up for this. What you
all I'm
think gonna
saying
happen to you when you
is,
playing
he gonna
30-year
be
old dude?
healthy or is he gonna be hurt? If he
He
hurt,
gonna be old.
the
That's
Lakers
what
are
he
gone.
gonna be. It don't matter if he hurt or not. He gonna be 1 year older. And as soon as he
Um,
lose, we gonna blame it on that. Oh, he's 42 years old. What do you expect? Like, man. But if
if
he
he,
win, he's 42 years old and he beat every man. Kill that noise, man. Kill that noise.
boy,
Once you sign up, you 20 like everybody.
according to the Jordashian, yes, you're 20 like everybody
My nigga knew when to shut it down. He only came back for the Wizards so he can own them. When he got old enough and knew he couldn't keep up with nobody no more, he was like, I'm out. I'm not finna sit up here and let y'all be watching these. Like, he's looking at Iverson. I'm not finna be chasing this dude around. I'm 35. I'm not doing that. Sometimes
That's
you gotta
time.
know when to fold them, know
God, no,
when to hold them.
no, no. Oh my God.
Oh, shit. Hey, you guys, man, on that note, this has been another episode of Leave It on the Court podcast. We just left it on the court. You know how we do, bro. I love you, man. This
Oh, you
conversation
too,
always
bro.
get better. You know what I'm saying? You know how we rock. I need everybody to go to the YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share. Make sure you go to our Instagram every Sunday at 5 o'clock and catch this live podcast. Go to the TikTok one time. Go to the Facebook. Also get your merch. Go ahead and go to streets. Go to the short. Pick a short and send it to me so I can see you this damn game since everybody
Straight up.
playing. Go
Straight
to
up.
the YouTube, go to a short, put it in my DM on the Instagram so I can get you this game, bro, because people playing with me right now. So,
Yeah.
and you can show it off and show everybody we ain't playing. You feel me? So, until next Sunday at 5 o'clock, that's game.
That's game.